So let me explain. I decided to sell my business, and this was a decision that was tough. It was a decision that I've been contemplating for many months, and it's a decision that I ultimately felt like is the best for me personally and for my overall business. Now, I did not sell my entire business. I sold one business. Now, that one business will now allow me to create more content here on this channel, which is in line with my ultimate goal of helping 1 million people. That's my personal goal. That has been my goal for many years, and I am not trying to go away from that goal, which has been what's been happening lately. Is I have so many different businesses and different ideas going on that I haven't been focusing on that one ultimate goal, and that is to help 1 million people. So with that said, you're gonna see changes, and these changes are gonna be better for you, for me, for the entire channel. And here's what's gonna happen. So already I've been starting, myself and one of my assistants have been starting to implement these changes throughout the YouTube channel. There's gonna be more content put on the channel. It's going to be better content, so it's going to be more engaging. It's going to be more helpful. There's also going to be more back-end material that you can consume. So there'll be more free and advanced trainings. Some will be paid, some will be free, like I just mentioned. But the ultimate goal is to teach and to educate and to help 1 million people. That's my ultimate goal, and I am not going away from it anytime soon. Okay? So the business that I end up selling, here's the reason why. Let me explain this, because I know a lot of people are going to think, well, okay, great, you sold the business. How's that going to help me? Here's how. Ultimately, what it allowed me to do was cash out. It was a very cash-intensive business. It required a lot of capital to keep it running, and in the end, it wasn't making me a whole lot. And I say this because I wasn't spending a whole lot of time, really running this business. The business that I ended up selling was a private label business that I would find private label products from a manufacturer. I'd slap my label on them, make them the products sometimes a little bit better, slap my label on them, and I would sell them over on Amazon. Here's the reason why I ended up selling it. Really to get the money out. So I cashed out, but the reason why I wanted to do that is because I saw a change in the market. There was more competition and there was less upside. So being that there was less upside, I decided, now is the time to sell. So I had a few buyers. They went back and forth. We negotiated, and I'm selling to one of them. And so I can't say what I sold it for. I can't say what the products are or the account, and I can't say then I can't compete with them either for 2 years, which is fine. I don't plan on competing in that niche anymore. But essentially that niche it's in cooking and the home care niche. So what came along with that sale, there was 14 different private label products, which I've had, some of these products for a couple years now. I think there's two products that I created in the past, I think like 4 to 6 months. Those are the newest ones, and they've been doing really well. Okay, so they've been selling. It's something that did really well. I decided to just finally cash out. Now, along with those products, so I sold everything. I sold my remaining inventory. I sold, obviously the contacts that I had, and I'm done. I'm not managing it. I'm not doing anything with it anymore. I sold my Amazon account. That was with that. So don't get me wrong. I still am selling on Amazon, but I'm changing my business model, and I still have private label products, just none in that niche. So that particular account only sold products for that one niche, and which is a great way to do it. And so that's one of the things I've been doing, the past few years, is I've been building this so that eventually I could cash out. And so before I started this business, I had an exit strategy, and that was eventually I could sell this and move on, which I just did. Okay, so it came with one of those Amazon accounts. It came with a Facebook account, it came with a YouTube channel, it came with an Instagram account, and it also came with an email list, and then a website, which wasn't the best website, but it's a website. So I ended up selling all that stuff. Okay, they got all the assets for the account, so they should do very well. I just didn't have a passion for it anymore. So that's my number one tip for you guys, is if you don't have a passion for what you're doing and it's not really making you a lot of money and you can't take that money and invest into something else, and the reason for that is because I'd invest it back into my business to keep those products selling and to keep selling them and pay with ads and all this stuff. If you can't do that, then what's really the point? Now the business, I am gonna, feel it over the next, few months that I'm not gonna have so much as a monthly income. However, my time, that's where I'm really gonna feel is I'm gonna have more time to do a lot more stuff because I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. Now it's not gonna save me, days or weeks. It's gonna save me, hours every single day, maybe an hour or 2 hours every single day. But in the end, that's an hour or two that I cannot get back. So that is my number one tip for you guys. If you don't have a passion for what you're doing, why are you really doing it? What is your goal? If you don't know, if you can't answer that question, maybe you're in the wrong business. Now, one thing I have decided to do for 2020, and we're not there yet, but I've decided to start making changes already, is because I don't want to be left behind. People are making changes, the economy's changing, there's so many different changes going on, in the stock market, in so many different things. Okay, I don't want to go and list it all, but anyway, there's a lot of changes being made. With those changes, there's a lot of people predicting there's going to be an economic shift. Whether we're going to go into a recession or not, who knows? Okay, everyone's just guessing. But what I do know is if you stay on the same path and you don't make any changes, you do not adapt, what's going to happen is you will fail. Your business will crumble and you'll be left with absolutely nothing. I didn't want to do that. Now I knew I did not have a passion for this cooking home, product type, thing, and I just don't. Now I know people that do, and because of that, and I didn't care about it, I wasn't putting as much effort into it as I should have. And again, that's one of the reasons why I decided to sell, is because I didn't have a passion for it, didn't like it, didn't love it, and so I moved on to something different. And again, that is here on YouTube. I absolutely love to create content here on YouTube that's absolutely free, pushed out there to public, and so that they can see it. But I also love to create different guides, different courses, different programs to walk somebody from the first step, step 1 to step 99, so that they can become successful in whatever it is I'm trying to teach them, whatever it is they want to do. And so that's one thing that I really enjoy doing. So that was one thing I decided I want to do more in 2020. Now, I decided to make all these changes before I even meet with one of my business managers, because he will look at my overall business and see, what's the trend? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we staying the same? Did we plateau? And so before I meet with him and have him kind of analyze my business, what I wanted to do is start making these changes, because I knew these are changes I want to make. Whether he thinks it's a good idea or not really doesn't matter. I just pay him, okay, so that he can kind of look over my businesses and see, what would he do? What are the changes he would make? And it's just kind of some fresh eyes, an outside, resource. And so whatever he says, honestly, it matters to me. But what matters to me more is my ultimate goal of teaching 1 million people, educating 1 million people, and helping 1 million people. That's my ultimate goal. And again, I'm not going to go away from that. Now, if you have an online business, no matter what kind of business it is, whether you sell something on Amazon or eBay, you are a YouTuber, you are a business coach, maybe a social media marketing manager agency. Doesn't matter what kind of business you run. But what does matter is, what do you plan on doing with that business? If you are currently looking over your New Year's resolution for 2019, your New Year's goal, your business goals for 2019, and you didn't hit any one of those goals, you made a mistake. Now, I don't want to tell you that, it's the end, you can never run a business, you are not going to be successful, you're a complete failure. Okay? I'm not going to tell you that. What I am going to tell you is, if you didn't hit your goals, you failed. Even if it's just one goal, even if you were off by 1 subscriber, even if you missed it by $1, if you missed your goal, you missed your goal. You failed. So, what are you going to do in 2020 to make sure you do not fail? You are a success. Okay? You are the success story that everybody wants to hear. What are you going to do? Now again, I sold my business because I felt that's best for me, best for you guys on the platform, you subscribers. If you're not yet a subscriber, make sure you go and do that. Subscribe now. But I wanted to make sure that I'm putting out the best content possible. And the best way I knew how to do that is to give myself more time. I would gladly pay money to get more time. However, I've done that. I pay for virtual assistants. I pay for actual assistants. I pay for people to help me out. And in the end, I still need more time. So because of that, I sold one of my businesses, which should free up an hour to 2 hours of my time every single day, which would allow me to spend more time here on the platform, here on YouTube, creating more content on the back end, and just making sure you guys have a better overall experience here on the Homemade Entrepreneur channel. So if you're excited for these changes, as excited as I am, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you come back and watch more and more of my content. So the last thing I just want to say is that I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Like I said, my overall goal, my personal goal, is to educate, is to teach, is to help 1 million people. I'm not there yet, okay? I'm not there yet, but hopefully I'll get there someday. Whenever that is, doesn't matter. Again, it's my goal, and when I get there, I get there. So if you're the next person, great. All you gotta do is ask me a question, comment down below, send me an email to homemade-entrepreneur@gmail.com, message me on Facebook, take one of my courses, take a free class, take a free training, watch a video, however you need to do it. I wanna help you out in any way that I can. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully this video gives you a little bit of insight as to what changes are coming, what to expect. If not, and you still have a question, again, ask down in the comment section below. But again, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, click that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.